Entertainment Thursday, it is right here on Good Morning Kenya, and we get to start off with our first interview of the day. And I'm sure you've already seen, we have this lovely looking lady on set right now with me. Her name is Anniz, and she is a gospel artist. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm so fine.
You're doing well?
Yeah.
The rain has not interfered with your moods and whatever?
Nothing.
You're well.
Yeah.
All right, for those who are seeing you for the very first time today, kindly introduce yourself to them.
I go by the name Anniz Kithome. I'm a staunch Christian and a gospel minister. Yeah.
All right, so where did music begin for you?
I started singing back when I was young, but now taking it as a career was back in 2017. Yeah.
2017 is when you started officially.
Yeah.
Yeah. What made you decide to, do it officially? What made you decide that that was now the time?
I believe it was a calling, because the way I wrote my first song, it was through a dream. So God has been so faithful. He has been with me along this journey. Yeah.
So you got your first song as a dream.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
It happens. God is so real.
Yeah.
He works in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
And it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I would want for us to get to understand completely, So you were sleeping, and then did you get the lyrics? Did you get a word? Did you get, like, what exactly did you get from the dream?
I had Mabawa. Like my first song, I had Mabawa. And then I was like, Mabawa ni ya nini?
Yeah.
Then Mabawa. Again and again. Then one time, I was just there sitting and I just started writing. And that is how I entered into the industry. Yeah.
All right. How has it been since 2017 for you?
It has its ups and downs, but still, I'm still there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that bad, not that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's come with both sides.
Yes.
Yeah. When we talk about the highs, what are some of your highs that you've gotten to experience in the industry?
Okay, my songs have been touching souls, and that is the biggest achievement. People telling you, what, when you sing this song, I feel like, you're taking me up there. So that is my greatest achievement, touching souls. Yeah.
Yeah. Can we talk about the lows?
The lows?
Yeah.
First, music is very expensive. Marketing is very expensive. Getting event is very difficult.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, these are challenges that needs to make you a greater person. Yeah, I look at it as a positive thing, not a negative thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You choose to look at life from the positive side of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think we should all learn to do that. Despite the challenges that may come our way, we look at life from the positive side. We have a positive angle towards life. All right, the song that we just got to listen to as we were beginning the interview, talk to me about it.
About?
The song.
The Maba, that one.
Mema.
Mema. I love Mema. One of my favorite songs. You know what happened? My dad had passed. And so I was like, now, when you lose a beloved, the way it feels like a breadwinner, and you're like, So on my way back, mochari. So on my way back, ndo nikaanza kusikia mema, and I was like, mema. So I went and sat down. Then when I just opened the Bible, it came to Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, to give you a future and a hope. And I knew, with him or without him, life must go on, and God is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how Mema came to be.
Exactly.
It was during a very trying time in your life.
Yeah.
So how do you go about doing your music? The first one you've clearly told us, it came in a dream. It was through a dream. And then now for Mema, it was, you were passing through a hard time. You had lost a loved one.
Yeah.
So just how do you go about creating your music?
It depends. It can be in a dream, in a vision, or again, creativity. Another thing, the experience. For instance, you're here and you see someone going through this. When you are talented, something can come into your mind and you write it down. Yeah.
Okay. Unique?
I have one question. Like in a gospel, let's say industry, most artists wamefika mahali toka kwa senior, like doing gospel, waka switch to doing secular. What's your take on that? And what is that something that imekufanya umestick with gospel up to now?
First, I cannot talk about the Let's talk about where I am.
You want to place it?
Yeah. I don't know about them. Unajua, one thing we should understand, it is ulianza music. If God called you, itakuwa ngumu wewe kutoka. Ngumu, because you try anakurudisha, you try anakurudisha. Another thing maybe ni business. Maybe mtu aliona hapa haina faida sana, pale kuna faida. And you should not judge them.
Yeah.
Just pray for them. Yeah.
Have you ever gotten to a point where you feel like, okay, I think now hii industry imenichosha, the gospel side of it imenichosha, probably it's not making you money the way you would have wanted it to, and have you ever gotten to that point?
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens, and unabaki unasema sini wache, but Mungu ni nani anakurudisha. But then mimi mara mingi nimesema sasa sindi imesha, because nimejaribu huku, nimejaribu wanisaidie hivi, nothing is working out. But leo nitasema sasa hata sitoi wimbo wengine, wacha kwanza hizo zikae. Utapata tu somebody calling me, Anniz, uko na kitu? And I'm like, kuja studio. That is how, yani Mungu anakujaga niyo njia. Najipata tena nimerudi pale pale. So nikaona ni stick to. Yeah.
Otherwise.
Exactly.
All right, so looking at the industry or ministry, if you'd love to call it that, as it is gospel, what changes have you seen from the time you got in? You know, 2017, it's now 8 years. So from 2017 to date, what changes would you say you've gotten to witness?
Okay. At least we are getting a place with no much struggle. You know, huko mbeleni tungingangana sana sana sana, but this round at least mtu akiona your potential wanakupatia opportunity. Yeah.
So opportunities are more available right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Compared to
then.
Exactly.
Okay, you have a new song. It's called Nyota. Talk to me about Nyota.
Nyota is a song which acts like an eye opener. Nyota means star. Star is, what is that thing that is making you to stand out from the rest? That is your star. So watu wamekuwa wakiambiwa, nyota yako imechukuliwa, nyota yako hakuna siku. Kile Mungu amekupa. You know, before you are born, God told Jeremiah, before I formed you, I knew you before I knew you before you were formed in your mother's womb. Before you were born, God knew utakuwa maybe journalist, utakuwa hii. So what happens is, hakuna mtu anaweza ichukua, but they can do their things isifanye ungae pale nje. Yani you don't use it vile inafaa, but kuichukua it's a no.
Yeah. So that's the whole idea behind the song.
Behind Nyota. Yeah.
Umesikia watu wakisema mambo ya sitaki kutaja majina pasta fulani ambaye anajulikana na Nyota ama like
yeah, but you know, as I'm saying, Mungu, tuseme Mungu amekunenea utampinga? No. Mungu akikupatia wimbo utakosa kutoa because of human beings? No. Utafanya vile Mungu anataka. You know, even when you are a servant of God, you don't speak what people want to hear. You speak what God wants them to hear. So vile wimbo ilikuja, mimi ni nani nikatae? Yeah.
Ukaenda nayo.
Kabisa.
All right. So before we'll get to listen to it as we finish the interview, but just looking at your YouTube and the songs that you've gotten to release, you don't do collabos. I don't think I've seen any collabos. You know, you don't do collabos. Let's talk about that.
Okay, first, it's not like I don't do collabos. Ni bado wakati hajafika. You know, there's one thing with me. I believe in this. Ndio mtu akuje akue pale juu, aliwork. Alingangana. When we see the likes of Mathematica, engineering, waliwork their way up to the top.
Sure.
So, wakati unaendea mtu collab, lazima angalie kazi yako iko aje. Na wewe ukichina ukikimbizana now, they will not see the anointing. But leo umefanya kazi nzuri, even when you approach them, wanasema ukweli una amejaribu, wacha nimpe collab. Sasa ukienda tu hivi, tu unaenda hivi, sangapi utaandika wimbo yako? Yeah.
So for you it's intentional. Hautafuti collab. Unataka kujiestablish kwanza we mwenyewe as you, as Anniz before now the collabos. You feel like time ya collab ikifika itafika tu.
Itafika tu, itakuja. Kwa sababu hiyo time unakimbizana ungekuwa umeandika wimbo kama 10.
What's your take on that, Unique?
Actually, it's a good thing because before msa kupatia collab pia naangalianga jani yako ya music kwaje. Ataingia kwa YouTube. Ni kweli utamwambia I need a collab, but ataangalia jani yako. Apate uko na song moja, uko na song mbili, atakuchukulia serious. But the moment anaona kuna consistent when you release muziki, ataona yenyewe kuna effort hapa. The moment naekelea pia effort yangu hapa, kuna something it will build from two efforts.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
So it's a good way of someone just getting to establish themselves.
Yeah.
And then collaborate awapata tu mbele.
Baadaye.
All right, that's a good one. All right, I want you to look at that camera and speak to the people watching you right now, you know, new fans, maybe the fans who you had already, you already had. You can let them know where to find you on social media as well as where to get your music.
Okay, as I said earlier, I go by the name Anniz Kithome. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Anniz Kithome. You can as well subscribe to my YouTube channel, you know, view my songs. They're very powerful, by the way. They're going to bless you all. And thanks to all those who have been supporting me and those who will be supporting me.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much, Anniz, for coming to Malizie na Nyota.
Nimulikie Bwana